Thank you so much for tuning in to Rap Sessions with Dr. Kiki. I am your host, and as always, it's a pleasure to be with you every week. Happy New Year, and in some terms, Merry New Year. We made it to 2023, and that is praiseworthy. I enjoy this platform. I'm excited that folks have been reaching out to be guests on the platform. Hopefully, something is said to encourage you, to inspire you, to lift you to where you belong in life. Today, we're going to talk briefly from the topic of time management. How important is time? Well, time rules everything around us. We all get 24 hours a day. What are we doing with it? This time of year is very popular with people starting to create resolutions or join memberships or commit and in time overcommit to things that they feel like they can do. They have the strength. It's a new year. I'm starting now. And so today I'm saying I am championing you on. Goal be great, but you want to have substance behind it, okay? Because time, we all get the same 24 hours. How we use it will define the level of success we each deserve. So, as you move through your planning process and your overview of the year, consider a vision board. Now, some people like to go and clip out little things from magazines and newsletters, etc. You don't necessarily have to do that, but if you so desire, have at it. But you can simply just write your vision as to what you wish to accomplish in 2023. So let's not just look at January through December. It's very helpful to chop it up into smaller pieces to make it a goal that is accomplishable, okay? So guess what? If we're looking at January, it's wonderful to think of what you can do towards your goals for January, okay? Excuse me. In your business, in your home, in your career, in your livelihood, in your goals, in your plans, sometimes it's so overwhelming to get started because we're looking at, oh my gosh, and by August I should be doing such and such. Well, you should and you can if you properly plan. So all of our devices have calendars in it. Why don't we start using the calendars on our phone, on our iPad, in our computers, in our little devices to keep track of our schedule. Make time for what you wish to accomplish, okay? If you work 90 hours every 2 weeks, 50 hours a week, sometimes time might seem like it gets away a little faster. You have to commute. You have to spend time for yourself. You have to take a break. But you also want to be working on your individual goals as well. So figure out ways that we can kind of remove a little extra time off of maybe leisure activities, watching movies, on social media. What can we do to lengthen our day towards productivity? Because if you're just work towards getting a paycheck and not working towards your goals, that will lead to imbalance, okay? So it's very, very important to look at the 24 hours that you have. Instead of maybe getting up at 7 a.m., maybe set the alarm for 6 a.m. Hop on up, start your day earlier so that you can get to that chapter in that book, or that you can start painting that shed, or that you can start organizing your space, okay? Whatever your goals are for yourself, it starts with you believing that you can. So when you set the alarm, when you're utilizing your calendar, when you have these directives set for yourself, you want to make sure that you are exercising it and following through. There's no reason to go through and create a vision board and have dates and times and places that you need to be and things that you need to take care of. And then when said time comes, it's, oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, not today. Owe it to yourself to be accountable to yourself, to be responsible to yourself, and to make sure that you follow through. It's very important. Also, figure out what you can let go of. Maybe we're not going to watch 4 hours of Netflix in a day. What happens if we shave that down to 2 hours? Maybe we're not going to spend 6 hours on social media. Unless perchance it helps with your whole marketing campaign. What can you do with 3 hours of media, social media? And then guess what? Put that other time into your plans, your goals. And as you accomplish those goals, check them off, celebrate your efforts, and continue to move on to success. Now, we've heard the old adage that it takes 21 days to accomplish a goal. It does. Now, some people quit cold turkey and some people start cold turkey, but you still, in order to reprogram your mind, your life, your habits, it takes 21 days of doing certain things. So, why don't we commit to utilizing our calendars? Now, listen, if perchance your devices are not your thing with technology, well, go back to the old landmark. Let's go ahead and use our calendars, our day planners. It can be a pocket calendar, something that keeps you accountable, that you can necessarily see what your day is, what the plan is. And guess what? Schedule in an average in time for travel, for reflection, for self-care, for meditating, for praying, for reading. Those things should be on your schedule. We sometimes honor everyone else's commitments more than we honor our own commitments for ourselves. So don't look now, but in most people's calendar, they just have their work schedule in there. They might have a birthday, an anniversary, or a trip they're planning in 5 years. But mostly the calendar that we work by is a career-focused calendar, and I feel like you should have that. But in addition, you should also have a calendar that includes your personal goals for yourself, and stick to it. I might not be able to finish a whole chapter today. Why? Because I've not made a concerted effort to open that book. But if I put it on my calendar or when I set true goals for myself, then guess what? If I'm getting up earlier, if I'm shaving off time on social media or watching Netflix or sleeping or something else, then maybe that's extra time that I could be utilizing towards my goals. It truly and truly starts with you. So many people get into debt, start all these quote-unquote new hobbies and adventures, and then second or third week of January, mid-February, they fizzle completely out and they're not doing it anymore. Not to make light of what they have done or those choices or that pattern, but it's totally avoidable. You have to make sure that your goals make sense for you, and it's something that's attainable. It's something that you can take care of for yourself with zero effort. Now, it will be a little laborious to get going, but once you're there, you'll appreciate yourself, you'll appreciate your success, you'll appreciate your efforts, okay? Think about it. That pile of clothes is not going to fold itself. If your goal is to wash, dry, and fold clothes as soon as they come out of the dryer, that is something that you have to make a concerted effort to do. So we own our level of success. I'm a firm believer that writing things down as goals, as is written in our Bibles, write the vision, make it plain, it's so much truth to it. We're writing things down. We're seeing them manifest because we have put the effort and we've allowed God's word to be real in our lives. Simple as that. So please, please, please commit to time management. Commit to putting something on your calendar that looks like time for yourself, reflection, Self-care, okay? Some of us take care of so many things around us that at the end of the day, we don't have time for things that matter to us. Well, on your plan, in your schedule, with your calendar, you want to make sure that you're setting targeted goals so that you can make sure that you're creating time to do your new recipe, or to change your room around, or to paint the shed, or whatever your pastime is, okay? I know I have a couple of plants that I need to repot. So those are things that are on my list. Think of some things that you could do to make life better for your environment and for yourself, okay? Also, you know, we have this cute little device on all of our phones, on our watches, on our computers. They're called alarms. Set an alarm to give yourself time and a recourse to get things done, okay? One thing that we've always taught in the early childhood education circles is countdown time, which means if toddlers or young children are playing, you count them down to the time it's time to transition to the next activity. It's not nice, it's not, you know, the best thing to do for a child to just say, okay guys, let's clean up. No, we're going to walk them to that process, okay? We're going to say, guys, all right, 10 more minutes, we're going to have to clean up. Oh, 8 more minutes, we're going to put these blocks away. Wow, and you keep counting it down so that they're prepared for what's happening next. Why are we not using that same small, helpful tactic in our own daily activities? Set an alarm. If you know you want to have dinner cooked and on the table and prepared by 6 o'clock, then guess what? I can't wait till 6 o'clock to go looking through the refrigerator and in the freezer and through the cabinets trying to figure out, what are we going to cook? There's something that you can do, meal planning. Set a menu, okay? And then you pull things out the night before. Your meats and things, or your vegetables. A big, large soup, it's not going to be ready, you know, with the time and effort it will take if we're rushing through it. So you got to do proper planning, okay? Think about ways that you can add more value to your day. If you're a coffee drinker, maybe investing in a coffee maker that is programmable and using the program, okay? Set it so that, guess what? Wow, I need the coffee in the coffee pot by 6:30. Boom. Set the alarm so that it's done for you. That saves time. And you might think, oh, you know, I don't mind waiting for the coffee to perk. I like hearing it. I like smelling it. Great. But think of what in your environment you can adjust to get you a little more time in your day, okay? Because it is a little time here and there, but by the time it adds up, it's all day. Time management is your friend. That is your biggest barrier in most cases when people are not accomplishing their goals or they're feeling stuck. They do not properly manage time. So please think about it and start today. If you don't want to use a device that has, you know, calendars and clocks and things, guess what? Use paper. Use the traditional calendar. But whatever you do, commit to your goals. Keep working towards them and never stop. Celebrate as you accomplish new things, okay? Reading that book, finishing that journal, starting the journal, okay? Whatever it is that you're doing, going back to school, taking the class, becoming certified, those are huge accomplishments that you should celebrate, and don't stop there. Move into action, okay? If there is a way that maybe you're not really good with handling money and you need help with budgeting, reach out. Let's talk. I work with people to help create budgets. Corporations, small businesses, personal budgets. We owe it to ourselves to start being better managers of what we have. Let's stop dreaming about the pie in the sky. I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. You can be. But what are we doing with the coins that we have now? Are we using them wisely? Are we investing? Are we saving? Or are we wasting? Time management, it seems like it's such a broad topic, but guess what? It starts to move into other areas of your life where it demands responsibility, it demands accountability, and you got to be able to show up for yourself. Most of our calendars are set for our jobs and our workspaces and our meetings and our clients. You should have things on your calendar that promote your goals, your dreams, your visions, your aspirations. Starting today, it is only the second day of the year 2023, and let's go ahead and make it happen. You owe it to you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Quantum Talks 8.0. I'm really excited about the platform. We have people who have stated they wanted to be on this particular platform. So as we move forward, you will have additional guests on the platform. If you would like to be on our platform, please email us and let us know so we can schedule you out on that schedule as well. That teamwork makes the dream work. That time frame is something we all must live by. Continue to be blessed, be inspired, be lifted. Until next time.